me and my boy head to the street where I surf the waves of the black country, going fast with nowhere to go, always rolling on and on with the flow. If I had when you're riding the sun with the wind in your face and a bruise on your bum, no matter how you decide to live it up and ride away, ride.
Yeah, boom to the hay, all you sports fans, or to you, the individuals, part of the collective out there in the tubosphere. Welcome to Fast Track Sports Rack Highlights here on Talk Radio version of OMSR. I am your host, Will, the alternative ESPN Sports Thrill. So what does all that catchphraseology mean? Sports rack, it's on display. Fast track means it's going to be pretty quickie. Although, I've been waiting for a repeat of this to show y'all for a long time. We're talking the SEC championship game, first conference championship game ever, be it a risque, back in 1992. Now, this hasn't been on the air since August. The first rendition being digitized out on digital cable from the U of ESPN was very splotchy, pixelated, you know what I mean, when that upper echelon of channels, above, in the 3-digit range, above 100, was terrible. It was a terrible recording. And I was going to put them up. This is split up into 6 parts because it was an hour-long show. So obviously not going to take an hour-long show and throw it up on YouTube. You can't do that anymore. The point is, this was a much better broadcast. And I'm not too sure if it's going to be shown again this year because we're already halfway through the college football season. So it's great viewing, parts 1 through 6. You got to check it out. They speak for themselves. This will be the baseline show. If you haven't seen the other ones, you really should start from part 1 so you can see all the way through to part 6. It'll make sense. It'll take you back in the Wayback Machine. All you dudes from my generation, late teens, early 20-somethings, even you 30-somethings, you'll get a kick out of it. Hearing Keith Jackson, young Gary Danielson, I was going to say Derek Danielson, and the intro music for ABC back then. How things have changed, not only in the sense of what they were showing and how it's involved in college football, but ABC used to show all the big games back then. Now the SEC's on CBS. Very fascinating stuff. You'll love it. You'll get a kick out of it. Shout out to my girlfriend down there in T-Town. Alright. Thanks for watching. Plenty of other stuff on the channel for your entertainment needs. College football needs. Later days and more signature plays.
Good morning and welcome to a playoff edition of College Football Preview. Alabama takes on Florida in Division 1A's first ever playoff game. This one for the SEC's spot in the Sugar Bowl.
I can tell you, we may be a month away from the major bowl games, but we're knee-deep in a bowl atmosphere here at Legion Field in Birmingham.
On that night, the SEC had the nation to themselves. There was no other sporting event to watch. There was no other college football game. There's no other NFL game. There's nothing. It was that game.
Roy Kramer's dream had come to life. But this extra game now had the potential to make the conference a laughingstock. If Alabama lost, it would lose its shot at the national title.
There was concern because there was a lot of criticism, obviously. And so you went in with a little bit of a concern from that standpoint.
I can't imagine having been in Mr. Kramer's shoes, walking into Legion Field, lights are on, everybody's here. Man, I hope this works.
ABC Sports College Football brings you the Southeastern Conference Championship game, presented by Dr. Pepper, matching Alabama and Florida. The last team to beat Alabama was Florida last year. Since then, Alabama has won 21 straight.
And you won't believe what I found. I found the actual game plan when we actually played against you guys. And it shows all of you guys' positions and it's everything. Just imagine this, right? We put in a play especially for you and Kobe, the 2 All-American defensive tackles. We put in a play called the shovel pass right here. Now, you guys were not ready for that.
The Gators didn't waste any time using the shovel pass, going with it when they got the ball on the game's opening possession.
Third down and 3 for Florida as Shane Matthews, on a little delay, on his way back to pass, hands it off to Eric West.
We put in the little shovel pass because we knew we could take advantage of them getting up the field with Copeland and Curry. We knew they were going to want to get to the quarterback.
Everything we was good at, they could explore.
Shane dropping back. He'll throw the football upfield. He's got a receiver. Matthews back to throw. It's going to be caught. Willie Jackson.
Alabama has not given up a touchdown in the first quarter all year long, but they have not played Spurrier and the Gators. Little shovel pass. Here's gives it off to Rhett. Touchdown.
Steve Spurrier just outwitted Alabama on this drive, without a doubt.
Yeah, right through there, right through the hash mark. Say hey. What'd you do after you scored, Rhett?
Yep, worst case scenario for Alabama.
We go to a commercial break, and we're all looking at each other in the booth saying, what in the world is going on?
We were nervous. First time ever, and in '92, we were actually nervous, and it showed.
And John kind of grabbed me and kind of started like, "Eric, what are you doing? Wake up, man! It's time to play."
The coaches are yelling, screaming, and going nuts. They're working on, we got to do this. They're talking to the guys upstairs. What are they doing? What is the formation? And offensively, we said we got to go answer it.
It's the first time that Alabama has been behind in the first half all year.
Florida's hit Alabama in the mouth here. Nobody else has done that. It's like the big bully on the playground. You hit them in the mouth, how are they going to react?
Classic has the ball again. Spins for his first down.
The answer came from running back Derek Lassick.
Second down and 3 from the Gator 5. Here's the Classic. Touchdown. The Tide has entered.
Then, one of the all-time great defenses started earning that acclaim on the field. Perhaps the biggest surprise came from Alabama quarterback Jay Barker, who picked the perfect time to do his best impression of Joe Namath.
After the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. Curtis Brown. And Barker wants to go deep for Palmer. And he caught it. First down snap. Back to Lassick. Good blocking on the corner. Touchdown, Alabama. And it's now 21-7. Alabama lead. The number 2 team in the nation, trying to win their way to the Super Bowl in New Orleans, trying to win their way into a game against the Hurricanes of Miami.
I'd already booked my ticket to New Orleans. You know, we get up 14 points on a team, it's over.
If we're up 21-7, I mean, if we were up 3-0, I mean, I think in Coach Stallings' mind, that was a huge lead. You can't score on my defense.
I felt much better. The anxiety that I had been feeling before that point was kind of going away. And that probably was a little letdown on my part because of that lead.
Just 20 minutes on the clock stood between Bama and the national title game. Well, 20 minutes and Steve Spurrier.
I remember Coach Spurrier walking over to me, and he looked me right in my eyes, and he was like, "Red, you're going to have to run the ball harder than you've ever ran in your life."
Running all day.
We were coming back.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
Shovel pass.
In addition to the shovel pass, Florida had another key strategy.
We hit them a lot on corner routes, corners and hitches.
They're doing the same thing to us. They spreading us out, then they run high-low routes.
A high-low route combination is when one receiver runs a short hitch and another runs a corner. It forces the defensive back to split the difference between them and can provide for an easy completion.
I mean, they just nickel and dime us down the field. I mean, that's easy to do. 5 here, 5 there, first down. You move the chain.
And Matthews has not made many bad decisions today.
The Tide's defensive starters had only given up 6 touchdowns going into the game. They were about to let in their third in 3.5 quarters.
Matthews tosses back to Rhett, trying to cut back up toward the goal line. He's in! Touchdown!
We found a way to tie it up, and I can tell you, it had a lot of Alabama people very nervous.
But Alabama's got a problem right now.
And it's like, wow, we can beat this team right here. We just got to keep rolling. We're going to put them away now.
And if Florida wins, it just cracks the world insofar as all of the bowl assignments and everything. I mean, it's an incredible mess.
Roy Kramer had a dream for the SEC, but now even he saw how close it was to becoming a nightmare for Alabama.
You had a chance to have a team play for the national championship. Now all of a sudden, if they lose this game, they're going to lose their shot at the national championship. I was concerned and shot herself in the foot.